Good morning. We're going to start with our reading deck. Here we go. Ready? Yeah. Good.
Paragraph A. Combination Q. Paragraph O. Paragraph B. Paragraph TH. B. Paragraph EE. Paragraph C. E. Paragraph U.
There you go.
Combination R. Paragraph E. Combination W. R.
Whoops.
Good.
Good.
W. Combination U. Paragraph AI.
Oop, try again.
EI.
There you go.
Paragraph NG. Combination ER. B. Paragraph CK. Paragraph EA. Paragraph EA. IE. Paragraph AY. Quadrigraph EIG.
Good job.
F. Also,
Good job.
Diagraph PH. D. E and I consonant. A consonant E. O consonant E. S. L. Diagraph O. A. Z. Y. Diagraph E. W. Diagraph O. I.
Alright, that's not a digraph, is it? It's a diphthong.
Diphthong.
Diphthong OI, yeah.
H. L. Y. Diagraph O. W. Diphthong.
Good job.
V. Diphthong O. Y.
Good job.
Combination U. Diagraph OU diphthong. Homosexual syllable TIN. Trigraph DGE. Trigraph IG.
Good job.
Trigraph OE. Okay.
Good job. Alright, moving into our keywords and sounds.
Monkey E. Weasel E. Red E.
Good.
Athlete E. Truck. Balance.
Cow.
Cow owl. Snow owl. Bat the. Star owl. Hat. Fish. Igloo E. Spider eye. Dog D. Badge J. Healing E. Tail A.
Good job.
Tray A. Saw off. Cake A. Gem J. Do ill. Saucer off. Little T. 5 I. 8 A.
Good.
Nail A. Fork or. Worm or.
Good.
Rope O. Church. Chef sh. School.
Good.
Nest sink O. Burn Feet E. Down. Fox. O. Queen. I.
Kite.
Firewood. Station shun.
Coin.
Coin oil. Take A. Europe U.
Good.
Light I. Elephant F. Meter E. Turtle Earth. Robot O. Onion Pig. Match. Umbrella Music U. Oi oi. Explosion
Zone.
Shun.
Good job.
Mansion Shun.
Shine. Yep.
bird, charge, shush, noisy, book, burn, tell, zippers, pinky, pie,
Good job.
apple, bacon, fall, banana, watch,
Good.
yarn, mouse, soup, statue,
Good job.
cup, cities, king, eye, candy,
Good. Good job.
thumb, mother, whistle, rubber, fox, nose.
Very good. All right. We know that a base word is the simplest form of an English
Word.
Very good. We know. Ooh, it might help if I could write, huh? We also know that when we have a base word and we add an affix, that's a letter or a letter at the.
No, beginning or.
Yep, it's a letter or letters at the beginning or the end that we add to our base word to make a. Do you remember what that's called?
Derivative.
A derivative. Good job. I'm going to abbreviate that for us today. Okay. I'm going to write some words on the board, and I want you to see what letters you see like in all of these words. Okay. We have. I'm going to write them in green. We have TRANSPORT. We have CARPORT. We have DEPORT. And our last word is PORTHOLE. What letter or letters do you feel like in those words?
P-O-R-T.
Yeah, port or PORT. Let's box any prefixes or suffixes that we see in this word. So do we have any prefixes or suffixes in that first word?
Trans.
Yeah, we have trans. So let's go ahead and box that. What about our second one? Do we have any prefixes or suffixes? Well, is port a prefix or suffix? We haven't discovered that part yet, have we? No? Okay. What about our second or third one? Do we have any prefixes or suffixes?
D.
Yeah, we have D. So we're going to box prefix D. What about our last one? Any prefixes or suffixes?
No.
No. So what letters are left? What did we discover?
Port.
Yeah, we have port or the letters PORT that are left. Okay. We call the part of the word that is left a root. A root is a word or word part that carries meaning and it provides the base for an affix. So it can only be connected to an affix or another root, I suppose. I want you to echo each word after me and listen to the sounds that are like. We have transport.
Transport.
Thank you. Carport.
Carport.
Deport.
Deport.
Porthole.
Porthole.
So we see PORT, right? But what are we hearing? What's the first sound we hear? Yeah, thanks. We have P. And then our next sound is what?
Or.
Yeah, we have OR. Is that acting as a combination sound?
Yes.
Or, yeah. And then our last sound is what? T. Very good. So when we hear the sounds P or T, we know that it's going to reflect the root port. Let's see if we can discover the meaning of this root. If we transport something, we're carrying it across something to a new place, right? Like you see ships transport cargo from one place to another. A porthole is an opening in the side of a ship. Have you ever seen a porthole before? It looks like this big giant door. Have you ever seen one of those? No? Questions like, Okay, so similar to a plane, you know how the door on the plane looks like this? That would be similar to what you would see on a ship, and it would be called a porthole. Actually, you know what? I might be lying. The porthole in the ship might be the little circular door that's at the top of the ship. I'd have to look that one up, but maybe we can do that in a moment. So a port is a root that means to carry or an opening or gate. So if we have transport, it means to carry something, okay? And if we have, let's see, porthole, that's when we would have the other example of an opening or similar to gate, okay? Because it's going to let us out or into something, okay? So I want us to look at our prefix and suffix charts, okay? So right in front of you, we have our root, which is port, and we're going to use our prefix and suffix chart to create new words, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to mine. So our prefixes and our suffixes, and our prefixes over here, are there anything that we can add to the base, the root, port, to make a new word? So transport. Sub, okay, so we could write subport. What would that mean?
It means to
What does sub mean?
sub means
Like if I have a submarine, where does it go?
under.
Under. Okay, so it would mean to go under, and then our root port means to carry or an opening. So would that be a real word? Subport. We hear the word support, right? But is it subport? No. So that would be an example of a nonsense one, wouldn't it? What about another one? Could we create another one?
Missport.
Missport. Okay. Missport. What was another example? Like when I give you an amount of food, do you know what that's called? What about a portion? Do you know what a portion is? It's an amount of something that I'm giving you. So could I add ION to make the word portion? Yeah, I could. Okay, can you think of another example? Let's do two more. You know that card that you get at the end of the year or before parent-teacher conferences? Oh, a what?
Report.
Yeah, so what would I add to make my new word?
Re.
Yeah, I'd add the prefix re. Okay. Do we have two more? Yep. I only have one more.
No, we don't know.
Support. Oh, is there one further down? Let's do one more. What about, can you think of one more? Could we add a, say what?
Portness.
Okay, we could say portness. Yeah, sure. The suffix that we could add. You got one more in you?
Portless.
Portless. Sure, we can make it one. Good job. All right, so we said that the root port, we're going to write the meaning in our bubble, means to, do you remember? If I transport something, that means that I am, yeah, I'm carrying it, I'm moving it. So port means to carry, right? And then in the example of porthole, that means that it's in like a gate or a what? It lets me in and out. So it's like an opening. Yeah, good job, Sawyer. So a gate or an opening. Okay, go ahead and write the meaning in your bubble for me. A carry or a gate / opening. Good job. And then your suffix ing. Good job. So our refix, or goodness gracious, our root port means to carry or an opening. Okay. All right, we're going to move on to another new learning for today. Okay. We know that a base word is the simplest form of an English word. Good. We know that a letter or letters added to the beginning or to the end of a word are called an affix. Yeah, you're good. An affix. And then when we put those things on a base word, it makes what we call a derivative. Good. I flipped my question around for you, and that's why I got confused. Okay. We also know that a root is a word or part of a word that carries meaning, and it provides the base for what? What are these called? A prefix or a suffix is called an affix. There we go. All right, I'm going to write some words on the board, and I want you to watch as I do so. I have, let's change. We have FORMLESS. Okay. We have TRANSFORM. We have DEFORMING. What letter or letters do we see alike in these words? Yeah, we see form, or the letters that we see are. Very good. FORM. Let's box any prefixes or suffixes that we see in this word. So do we see anything in the first word? Yeah, we see consonant suffix LESS. Okay. We see prefix trans. And then what about in our last one? Yeah, we see prefix D, and we see suffix ing. So So what letters are left? Yeah, we said form, F-O-R-M, didn't we? That's what's left in each of our words. So form is going to be an example of our root. That's what's left. And remember that I said that a root is a word or part of a word that carries meaning, and it provides the base for an affix, which is going to be our prefix or our suffix. Okay. I want you to echo these words and listen for the sounds that the root makes. We have formless. Very good. Transform. And deforming. So we see F-O-R-M, but what sounds do we hear? Good. Or. Good job. Form. Good. All right. Let's see if we can discover the meaning of this root. If something is formless, remember that less means without. Okay. So formless is going to mean without shape. Okay. It doesn't have a shape. If something is transformed, there is a change in its appearance or its shape. Okay, so form is a root that means not quite change. What did both of those things have in common? We had formless, that means without shape, and then we had transform, which means to change shape. Yeah, so it means shape. So form is going to mean shape. Okay, go ahead and flip your page in your binder, and you'll find your bubble sheet for form. And at the top, I want you to write the meaning, which we said was shape. Have you seen the movie Transformers?
I have. I've seen a couple of them.
Yeah, what happens to the cars in Transformers?
They turn
They turn
into
into a robot, so they're changing shape. Yeah, they're not cars anymore. They're changing their shape. Good job. All right, so let's look at our prefix and suffix chart, which is right over here. Okay. Are there any prefixes or suffix that we can add to the root form to create a new word?
deform.
Okay, we could do deform. Yeah. And Carson, I think, oh, Carson, you said D. And
I
Sawyer,
said
you
dis.
said dis. Okay, so we could have disform. Okay. What else? Could we add a suffix to the root form?
Forming.
Forming. Yeah, good job. So I'm going to go down to the one right below it, and I'm going to write forming again, and I'm going to see if we can add a prefix to the root to see if we could have a prefix and a suffix in our root.
Misforming.
Sure, we could add misforming. When I tell you information, what am I doing? I'm explaining. I'm informing you of something. Okay, so we could do misforming, because that would mean to give us bad shape, I suppose. But we could also have inform or informing, which would mean to shape the information that I'm giving you. Okay. Do we have one more left?
Yeah.
All right, what do we got? You want to add a prefix or a suffix to our root? You want to add a prefix? Okay, give me a prefix.
Unform.
Unform, okay. That kind of sounds funny, doesn't it? Unform. All right, so we have the root form, which is going to mean what? Form means shape. Good. So when I transform, I am changing. I'm changing the shape. Good job. So I'm going to add our new roots right up here. We had quart, right? And we had form. I forgot to add quart just a moment ago. So we have our new roots listed on our chart. All right, friends, so let's talk about what we're going to do when we are coding these roots, okay? So I'm going to go back to our discovery words for just a moment. When we have a root, our coding procedure for that root is going to be to just double underline the root, okay? Just like with a prefix or a suffix, you're going to look at the word, you're going to identify are there prefixes or suffixes first, you're going to box those, and then you'll go back to your root and you will say underline or double underline root form, okay? You want to do one together? Yeah. Okay. Let's look at this one right here. Okay, so how would I code it? I would say box, prefix D, good. Double underline port, root port. Good job. Read the word.
Deport.
Deport. Good job. Let's do our vowel theme song really quickly, and then we're going to move into you coding by yourself. Here we go. A vowel in a closed syllable is short. Code it with a breathe. Good. A vowel in an open accented syllable is long. Code it with a good. Vowel consonant slash the E. Code the vowel with the macron. Good. A vowel in an unaccented open syllable E-O-U is good. Code it with a
modified.
good. I is short. Code it with a A is obscure. Code it with a tittle. Good. Two vowels side by side may form a vowel digraph or diphthong. Arc combination vowel R beside any consonant except for R. Good. And then your last one is going to be bracket, final stable syllable, accent a syllable before it. Good job. All right, so I think that I hole punched your paper on the back side. So turn it over for me. We're going to do the coded read words first. Yep, that one. Carson, I want you to do number 1. And Sawyer, can you do number 2 for me? When you're ready to read to me, let me know, okay? You can use your highlighter to highlight your root instead of underlining it if you'd like to. Pause for just a moment. Do we look at your root or do we look at your affixes first? Your affix. So you're going to want to box your affix and then you can highlight your root. The box. Good job. Make sure that I hear you coding, okay? Vowel suffix. ING. Highlight your root. Form. Good job. Look at this one really quickly. Are you ready to read? All right.
Formless.
Good job, sis. Box vowel suffix. ED. Highlight the root. Form. Read it.
Forming a form.
Good job. All right. And then on the back, we're going to do the ones for sports really quickly. So same concept. You're going to look for your affixes, code your affix, and then you're going to go back and highlight your root. Make sure that I hear you, okay?
What number?
I want, Carson, can you do number 3 for me? And Sawyer, I want you to do number 4. Yep. When you're ready to read, let me know. Good job. T. Good job. Highlight root. Good job. Box suffix. There you go. Yeah, why did you not have to do anything on that one? Prefix, right? Yeah. So arc combination.
I'm ready to read. Deport.
Very good. That one wasn't too far off of the other one, wasn't it?
Transport.
Very good. So when I see P-O-R-T, I know that that is going to represent what is that called? Root. It's a root, okay? And I'm going to code it by either highlighting it if I have my highlighter, or I can double underline it, okay? All right, moving on to our instant words. Today we're going to do instant words in our flashcards, okay? An instant word is a word that needs to be known in an instant or a snap. Yeah. All right, here we go. I read, you read. Until. Children. Side. Feet. Car. Mile. Night. Walk. White. See. Very good. Carson, you want to go first?
Children. Feet. Until. Side. Car. Night.
Very good. All right, so you
Feet. Walk. Until. Car. White. Children. Mile. See. Side. Night.
very good. An instant word is a word I need to know in a
Snap.
for an instant. Good job. All right, moving on to sentences. I think you have to flip backwards because remember I said that I hole punched them incorrectly. You are going to code your sentence. Remember that a sentence is always going to start with a capital letter. It's going to end with punctuation, has a subject and a all of it goes together to make a complete thought or sentence. Good job. We're going to move on to our reduced coding procedures for today. So you are going to highlight our new learning. So anything that has that root port or form, thanks, Sawyer. You're going to highlight any words that are two-syllable base words. You're going to highlight any of your affixes. So that's going to be your prefixes or your suffixes. Any words that you don't automatically know, you need to highlight those, okay? And then remember that you're going to circle your instant words. So those are the words that we go through pretty regularly that we just know an instant right now, okay? I'm going to let you choose what sentence you would like to do. Okay. Carson said he's taking 4. What number would you like, Sawyer?
I want
3. Okay. Remember that I should hear you coding under your breath. Okay. When you're ready to read to me, let me know. How would I code this? Do you need to code that? No. Okay. Yeah. No, you don't have to highlight it. Remember, you're only highlighting things that you need to code. Yeah, which is going to be your new learning. Good job. You can read it. You don't have to highlight it. All right.
That's pretty much it.
All right. Code it for me. So all you have to do is code the word that you highlighted. So box prefix. Good. And box suffix. Very good. And so since we highlighted, I want you to go ahead and double underline your root. Good job. Read it.
The FBI is reforming the unit they will send to New York.
Very good, man. All right, code another one while we wait on Sawyer, okay? Yeah. You can read everything else.
As sent man back to his
Good job. You just have to breathe it, but good job. All right, so let's start by coding that first word for me. What would I do first? Box prefix. Good. And box suffix. Yeah, good job. You just coded. Good.
What else do I have to highlight?
So here's a two-syllable base word, right? And then this one has a suffix. This one right here. And that should be it. Is this 2 base words side by side? There you go. And divide in the middle. Good job. Okay. So this has a consonant right after it, right? So can it be a long vowel sound? How about this one right here? Very good. All right, so I have 2 roots today. One of them is the root port. Do y'all remember the meaning for port? It has 2. Well, that was form. Port means to carry, or it can be a gate or an opening. Good job. And then form is going to mean what, Carson? Shape. Good job. All right, let's move on to our rap sheet. So go ahead and flip over for me. That first section, what do we notice? Okay, it's all port. Here we go. Do you read that first row? Let me read not upside down. Ported. Portly. Portable. Portless. Porter. Go ahead, Carson.
Ported, portless, portly, portable.
Very good. Answer.
Ported, portless, portly.
Good. Anything we noticed different about the second section?
It has
It still has port. Is it going to have suffixes at the end? No, it's going to be attached to that root. Prefix. All right. You're right. That would just be an example of a base word, I suppose, right? All right, here we go. Carport,
Carport.
report,
Report.
deport,
Deport.
transport,
Transport.
airport.
Airport.
Sawyer,
Report. Transport. Carport. Airport.
very good. Carson,
Deport. Airport. Transport. Report. Carport.
very good. Can you give me the meaning of carport? Do you know what carport means? An open spot, what typically goes under it? Yeah, an open spot for your car to park so that it doesn't get, it stays out of the weather. Kind of like a garage. Good job. All right, flip over to spelling deck. So that's where we're going to go
We have
next.
so
Okay.
many of them.
We do have a lot. Are you ready? So our procedures for spelling deck are that we are going to look and listen, echo, name in.
Right.
Very good. Here we go. Go.
The combination
Good job. Z.
Z,
Comma.
comma,
Good job.
W,
Z.
diagraph, T, H,
Good. Sh. Diagraph.
diagraph, S, H,
Good job.
U,
Comma.
comma, U,
Oh, hold on. I didn't ask for the sound U. I asked for the sound So U, comma,
comma,
A. Good job. Final position.
final position, U,
A.
U, A,
Nope, not U. A. Just A. Yep. R.
R,
Combination.
A, R,
Yep. N.
N, F,
Good job.
diagraph, N, G,
Comma. Good job.
N, G, comma, N,
All right, here we go. U.
consonant,
U consonant.
U consonant, E,
Comma.
comma, U,
Final position.
preposition,
Diagraph. Yep.
V,
A.
O,
Comma.
comma,
Watch.
what, A,
A. Good job. M.
M,
I.
I,
Final position.
final position,
Vowel.
Y,
Yep. Good job.
B,
You're right. That way.
this way,
I.
I consonant, E,
Good. Comma.
comma,
I. Good job. Final position. Vowel.
vowel, Y,
Good. Jun.
final
syllable.
T-I-O-N,
Oop. S-I-O-N. Good job.
S-I-O, R,
Qua.
qua, combination, Q,
Yep. U. Yep. Good job. All right. Here's a long one. Ready? It's gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 responses. J.
G,
Oop. Hold on. Pause. Most common.
J,
J.
oh, wait, J, comma, G,
Yep.
wait, J,
Comma, G.
G,
Final position.
Final-
Trigraph.
final position, try, D, G, E,
Comma.
comma,
Can G come alone at the end of the word?
G-E.
Yep. G-E. There you go.
G,
Or.
combination, O-R,
Good job. Here's another long one.
K, comma, C, position, C, K, comma, K,
Good job.
comma, K, comma, C,
Good. D.
D, T,
Diagraph.
diagraph, C, H,
Final position.
final position,
Trigraph.
trigraph, T, C, H,
Comma. Good job.
wait, T, wait, TCH, comma,
Digraph.
digraph, comma, CH.
Good job. A.
A.
Ow.
Ow.
Diphthong.
Diphthong. O. W.
Mouse. Ow.
O. U.
O-U.
O. U.
Final position.
Final position. O. W.
Good job.
O. W. H. X.
Good job. Flip to the back.
Oh.
All right, here's a tricky one. Ready? Combination.
E.
Comma. Worm.
O.
O-R. Good job. O.
O.
Rope. O.
O. Consonant E.
Good job.
O. Consonant E.
Comma.
Comma. O.
Final position. Digraph.
Position, O.
Snow. O.
Wait.
O-W.
What?
Digraph. O-W.
O.
Yep. Ooh.
Ooh. Digraph. O.
Good job.
E.
Y.
Y.
U.
U.
Digraph.
O.
Yeah. Good job.
V.
Final position.
Final position. V. E.
Good. O.
L.
Shun.
Shun.
Final
Stable circle. T-I-O-N.
Good job. T-I-O-N. Oi.
Diphthong. O-Y.
Oh, O-I first.
O-I.
Final position.
Final position. O-Y.
Good job. Here's a tricky one. Or. Digraph. A. Close. A-U. Good. Comma. Ball. A. Good. Final position.
Final position. A-W.
Good job. All right, here's a really tricky one. Ready?
S.
Final position.
No, final position. S.
Comma.
S.
Comma.
C.
Comma.
S.
Good job. Next one. A.
Consonant
Good.
E.
Comma.
A.
Final position. Digraph.
A-Y.
Good job. Last one. Making that our brains rest. Ready? E. Digraph.
E.
Comma.
E.
Consonant.
E.
Comma.
E.
Final position.
Final position. E.
Digraph. Good job. All right.
What is this for?
That's going to be for your spelling here. I'm just saying it. Yeah. Different than just your line paper. So. Moving on to our show me. Here is your tray. Remember that since we are doing our tray squares, we don't have to go all the way through our sounds, right? But we just have our consonants and then we have our vowels. Okay?
But this one is QU.
That one is QU. It does represent that combination. Yeah. All right, for show me's, you are going to look and listen, echo, unblend, pull down sound pictures, make a decision to
Add, take away,
switch, repeat. Very good. All right, show me chip. Echo, unblend.
It.
Good.
Just in one.
Well, how many times? Yep. Is it long or short? Okay, so turn it sideways to show me that it's short. Right?
Yeah.
All right, if this is chip, let's touch it and check. Show me chimp. Echo. Blend. Good job. All right, this is chimp, touch and check. Show me champ. Echo. Oh, echo. Champ, unblend. Just slide it up, right? Because the sound doesn't change, or the sound changes, but does the picture change?
No.
No. So we just slide it up, slide it back down. All right, this is going to be our last change, okay? If this is champ, touch and check. Show me chap. Echo. Chap. Thank you, unblend. Good job. What was my last change?
We took away like.
Yeah, we took away that nasal sound. In what position? Initial, medial, or final?
It was in the.
Was it the final?
No,
It was in the medial position. It was towards the final part, but it was still in that medial position. Good job. You may replace. All right, we're just about done. We're going to move on to spelling.
We didn't use these.
Yes, you will still use this for spelling. Okay? We're not to dot spelling just yet. All right, for spelling today, you are going to have a couple of rules. I think that I accidentally hid my. There it goes. Okay, for your spelling rules today, let's see. We're going to have. Do what? I know. I don't know what happened to it. I messed it up just a second ago. Here, we can do it that way. Okay, today you're going to have in the initial or medial position, if you hear the sound ch, you're going to spell that pattern digraph CH. Okay. Also today in a one syllable base word, okay, with a final sound of ch, you are going to spell that pattern. Oop, I forgot a rule. Sorry. It is in the final position, but you will have a short vowel sound. So one syllable base word with a short vowel sound. And then in the final position, you hear ch. You'll spell that pattern trigraph TCH. Okay. And then I think that's all we're going to do for today. Okay. For our procedures for spelling, you are going to look and listen, echo, unblend, pull down sound pictures, touch and name and write, code and read. Okay. Here we go. Let's do the word switch. Echo, unblend. Touch your name. Oh, name.
Wait.
Name your letters.
S. W. T. C.
Good job. Spell your name right. What's your last name? Good job. Now your name right. Did I steal your pencil? Good. Job. Code it for me. Underline trigraph. Good job. Read it. Good job. Replace. Remember, we're going to code your vowel first, okay? Code your vowel first. Okay, perfect. We're going to do one more, and then we'll move to your sentence for today, okay?
Are we going to use your cards for the sentence? No.
Do what?
We're going to use these.
No, you won't use your cards for your sentence. All right, last word we're going to do today will be the word lunch. Echo?
Lunch.
Unblend.
Lunch.
Yeah. All right, I want to pause for just a minute. Did either of the rules that I give you tell you how you're going to spell that sound?
What is it?
Well, it
TCH.
Oh, that is the rule that I gave you, right? I have a one syllable base word with a short vowel sound and the final sound of ch. I would normally spell it trigraph TCH, didn't I? But let me give you one more rule.
This is.
Yep. If you hear two vowels side by side or a vowel followed by a consonant with the final sound of ch, that pattern is going to be spelled digraph CH. Okay. Now put your name for me. Oop, name, not sound. L.
U. N.
Good, name and right. I'll put it. And digraph. Good job, read it. Good job. All right, my friends. Moving on, you can turn your paper over. It's got your place for your sentence. Okay. You are going to have one extra rule today, and it's going to be a derivative rule. So we know that when we have a base word and we are adding a consonant suffix, our rule says that we just add. Okay. For our sentence today, we know that a sentence is going to start with a capital letter, end with punctuation, have a subject and a predicate. All of it goes together to make a complete thought or sentence. I'll say twice, you'll echo, and then I'll say again, we'll count. Ready? Work your pencils. Switch the tapes by lunch. Echo.
Switch the tapes by lunch.
Good job. Switch the tapes by lunch.
Switch the tapes by lunch.
One more time. Switch the tapes by lunch. Fly eye. Fly eye rule. Here a final I. I'm going to spell it vowel Y. Yeah. Yep, just B-Y. No, well, no A, because that would make it bay, right? B-Y. Read it to me. Okay. Put it away. Box contents. There we go. Slash the S or E. E. Okay, read it.
Switch the tapes by lunch.
Very good. Switch their tapes for me. How do I spell it?
T-A-P-E-S.
T-A-P-E-S. Good job, because our rule says that our base word with a consonant suffix is going to just add. All right, so today we talked about two roots. One of those roots was the root port. Yeah, good job, which means to.
Open.
Yeah, an opening or a gate, or to. You remember? If I transport, I am carrying. I'm carrying. So port means to carry, or a gate or an opening. And then we also talked about the root form, which meant what? Shape. Good, like the Transformers, how they change shape. Okay. All right. Before we finish our lesson today, I want to see if we can remember the 5 sounds for the vowel A. Are you ready? Can you give me one of them? A. I. Aw. First thing you got to me? So we had apple, bacon, good, ball, banana, and then watch. Aw, good job. So there are 5 sounds. All right, my friends, I think we're done. Good job.